Let me show you something.
Welcome back to Culture Clash Reactions. It's me, Fen.
It's me, Akasha.
Hope everyone's doing well. It's time for another video. Surprise, surprise. Today we're going to go back to my Arab roots. If you're new to the channel, I'm half Libyan and half British, and my lovely fiancé here is American but Czech by blood. Hence my Culture Clash Reactions. We're going to do Russel Peters today. Do you even know who Russel Peters is?
No.
Wow. Because he's... I mean, I know that you're not a bigger comedy fan.
It's very
as
condescending.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean it
Wow.
like that. Sorry. No, sorry, that did sound... I'm kind of right... Wow, you fucking dumb bitch. That's not what I meant. What I meant is it because he is quite... he's kind of slowed down the last 3 or 4 years, but he was at one point very, very big, particularly kind of the early 2010s and onwards, because he's one of those that can do like cultural comedy. It takes the piss out of the Brits and the Jamaicans and the Arabs and the Indians and the Africans and whatever. He's very good at that. He's very worldly and stuff, and so he connects with a lot of people. Not that I'm like shitting on him or something, because he is a good comedian, but the problem with his... Actually, you know what? Let's just watch the video. Let's watch the video. We'll get the discussion later. He's doing a bit on Arab men, so I thought that might be fun because you can weigh in. While you're here, why don't you show everyone your little hoodie? Look what I got you for Christmas last Christmas. Check it out. Check it out. What does it say?
It says,
I love my Libyan. Isn't that cute? Isn't that adorable?
I do.
Well, I mean, everyone's looking at your boobs now. That's a problem. So, like, you know. Sit down, woman.
Fucking hoodie?
That's true. Everyone's like, yeah, I'll look at you. What does that say?
Oh my god.
They're like, I can't even read, pal, at the minute. Anyway, should we get into the video and see if we agree with anything that he says now that you're basically...
If I agree.
If you agree. I mean, I'm sure I'll be biased. But anyway, should we get into it?
Of course, yes.
Let's do it.
My Lebanese friends, ever gone back to Beirut? Let me tell you something. I've partied all over the world. And by far, without trying to suck up to you guys, because I'm scared. But out of all the places I've been to in the world, Beirut parties like you've never seen before. Like they literally party like there's no tomorrow. There could very well be over there, you know what I mean? You've never seen chain smoking. Like you go to Beirut, you see chain smokers light up a cigarette, finish, and throw it on the ground and start another one. Lebanon, 3 at a time. Literally, one this hand, and like one of those fake blue ones for safety. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, aren't you worried about getting cancer? I will never die of cancer. Do you have the cure? The Yahudis will kill me well before the cancer can. I don't have to worry about that cancer.
Do you hear what he said? The Yahudis. That's the thing with his jokes. The Yahudis means the Jews in Arabic.
Okay.
That's how we say Jews.
Okay.
He said the Yahudis will kill me way before the cancer will.
Do you have the cure? The Yahudis will kill me well before the cancer can. I don't have to worry about that cancer. Cancer, AIDS, no disease will get me. Don't worry.
Don't worry, don't worry.
So true. Don't worry.
I know what the problem is in the Middle East. My Arab friends, listen up. Here's how to start change over there. Here's what the first problem is. Arab men will never say, no, I don't know. They will never say no, and they will never admit to not knowing something. It somehow emasculates an Arab man to not know something. It doesn't matter what it is. If he doesn't know, he'll make up a story. And he will yell it at you.
Why are you side-eyeing me right now? Why are you side-eyeing me? I'm going to continue with the video.
We'll come back to it.
She went...
Doesn't matter what you ask him. It could be something as simple as, hey, do you know how to make a cake? Because, yes, of course. Everybody knows how to make cake. Really? Because I don't know how to make a cake. Could you show me? Yes. You know how you could tell when an Arab guy's lying? He'll start his answer off with Okay. That's the fucking tip-off. When you know he's lying, right
Okay.
then. Because I'm like, really? I don't know how to make a cake. How do you make a cake? Okay. First, you get cake. Then you make it for 20 minutes. Then you have cake. Are you sure? Because I don't think that's how you make cake. That is the only way to make cake. They've been making cake like that since the beginning of time. Like, all right, don't get crazy. I'm just asking. It's true. It doesn't matter what you ask them. If they don't know, they will make up a story. And this really happened to me last year. I was in Dubai. I was in Bloomingdale's, the department store, the American department store. So clearly, there's a problem with the Jews and the Arabs. So I'm in Bloomingdale's. I'm looking to leave the store. I'm looking for an escalator. I see a security guy standing there. I walk up and I go, "Hi, is there an escalator in here?" "Yes." "Do you know where it is?" "Yes, of course." "Do you think you could tell me where it is?" "Yes." Fucking tell me then, right? Okay. You go straight, then left, then right. I have no reason to doubt this guy. Go straight, then left, then right. So I go straight, I go left, and I go right into a wall. There's another guy working in that part of the store. I go, "Excuse me, is there an escalator here?" He goes, "Do you see one?" I go, "No, I don't see one. That's why I'm asking." "Do you think maybe they put a wall in front of it?" I go, "I don't know what I think. That's why I'm asking you." "Why would you think there is an escalator on this wall?" "Because some guy that worked here told me there was an escalator here." "Maybe he lied." Who the hell lies about an escalator? Apparently that guy. I go, "Is there an escalator in your store?" "Of course. How else you go up and down?" "Do you know where it is?" "I work here." "So did that guy." "Can you tell me where it is?" "Yes." "Where the fuck is it?" "Okay." "You have to go back. Then go straight, then left, then right." I go, "No. That's how I ended up here. Those are the same directions." "Well, that's what it is." "Are you sure?" "Why would I lie?" "Why would that guy lie?" "That's his problem." I go, "Okay, thank you." So I go back. I walk past the guy that gave me the bullshit directions. Now I'm hoping as a man that this guy is going to continue the lie for me. At least do that. You know, when I say, "Hey man, there's no escalator over there," I'm hoping this guy's going to be like, "What? It was just there 1 hour ago."
Hour.
"They moved it?" But nothing. I go, "Hey man, there's no escalator over there." This guy goes. That's the problem in the Middle East. Arab men, you need to know how to say, "No, I don't know." Do you realize how much shit could have been avoided? The Iraq War would never have happened. They knew they didn't have weapons of mass destruction. But when the U.S. asked them, "Do you have weapons of mass destruction?" "Yes, of course." Everybody has weapons of mass destruction. Even the Iraqi people are like, "What are you doing?" "Shut up." Where are they? Okay. Go straight, then left, then right.
All right. How do you enjoy that?
Good.
Funsies?
Funsy.
I was going to say about Russel Peters, I'm not taking anything away from him. He is a great comedian, but the problem is that I felt in the last few years, he's kind of telling the same jokes a little bit, just in different ways. That's why, for me, I've kind of, I don't want to say lost interest. He's still a great comedian, but yeah, I haven't seen anything he's done in the last 5 years, if I'm totally honest. But
Okay.
that stuff is excellent.
Yeah.
$1 million question: do you agree with anything he's saying there?
Yeah,
Be
100%.
careful, because I am very dangerous. Okay.
You're a marshmallow.
I know, I love you.
You're dangerous to everybody else. Marshmallow to me.
Okay. First, That's how my dad talks, by the way. My dad
That's what I
talks
was
just
thinking
like
the
that.
whole time.
I
yeah.
do my impressions of my dad all the time. Okay, listen to me. I don't like you. I don't like your friends. I don't like your hobbies. Therefore, I don't like you. That's what my dad was like. Middle Eastern fathers are no nonsense. And I got a mum who was from North UK, most liberal, sweet lady. I don't know how. That's why it turned out quite weird. I was going to ask you. You are engaged / married. You were engaged. We're not married yet, but you're engaged. And even though I sound and look like this, you can vouch for me that I am indeed Arabi.
Yeah.
Arabi min Libya.
Yeah.
All right. What is your... Let's start with your least favorite thing. And you can be honest about being married or engaged to an Arab guy. You can say whatever you want. Whatever you want. I don't care what anyone says. You can say whatever you want, babe. I will defend you for now to listen. Okay? Okay.
I think my least favorite thing is the you're like, and I don't know if this is an Arab thing or it's just you. You're very set in your ways.
Okay.
As in, you don't. It's all or nothing.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's, well, I don't like it.
Well, that is an Arab thing, but it's also a me thing. But it is definitely an Arab thing.
I think it's the, well, no, I don't like it, so I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm like, well, why don't you just try this and see if it's not gonna work. I don't like it.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's an Arab thing. I think it kind of is a little bit. Am I right or no? Or is that just you as a person?
Yes, no, but I'm kind of an extreme version of it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. We'll get back to it. What's your favorite thing about being with an Arab?
The attentiveness.
Give me. What would you mean?
I think that I think there's a stereotype that Arab men are very
dominant and controlling.
But and you are. Well, you're not controlling. You're dominant. But I see more of the positive side. I wouldn't say that you're controlling at all.
Okay.
I don't think you're controlling at all. I've never felt controlled, like I couldn't do something but there is a dominance and like a protectiveness that I know is the Arab side that's very special that you don't get in like a Western man.
Interesting. Oh, she's just
no, it's okay.
Go on.
My experience with Western men, not to like shit on anybody because I'm not trying to, but I have never been with somebody that's so attentive. And when I say attentive, I'm even just talking about, are you hungry? Did you eat? Well, I haven't. Okay, well, you want food? Let's go get food now. Well, no, it's fine. No, you want food? We get food now. If
your car's dirty, okay, I'll go clean it.
I'll go clean it. Well,
okay.
But you work tomorrow and like, do you need it clean? Okay, cool. Well, let's clean. And even for example, I'm going to go on a tangent now, but even when we go out to eat, I think that was my first shock is one time I got food when we were dating and it wasn't, great. And I'm not a complainer. And I could just tell you were like, do you like that? Is that how you like do you like that how you like your steak cooked? No, it's okay. Do you like it? Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Can you recook this? This isn't what she asked for. And it's not in like, it's not in a bitchy way, complaining way. It's a, do you like it? Do you not like it? If you don't like it, I'm going to take care of it. Do you know what I mean? Which there's,
Interesting.
Are you look like you're...
No, I like that you're... No, of course, I agree. I was going to send you a first point, the set in our ways, for sure. But I think it all rolls in together because Arab men are sure of themselves.
Yeah.
So we are not...
I think... Okay, let me change it.
Go on.
I think it's...
Can I just jump in quickly? Just finish my thought. We're not affected...
Very dominant.
We're not affected by what's cool or socially acceptable or what's the in right now or what you can and can't say. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
We don't care. Like, really, the consequences. But I don't care. I don't like Chinese people. I don't like, for example. And they're sticking with it. Hey, Mustafa, that's a little racist. I don't care. I don't like them. What do you want from me? Like, so... That can be... I see what you're saying. There can be a negative. I think that's probably
what I meant.
Stuck in their ways. Like, for example, like I, hate tattoos. Okay?
We're not going to get on a tangent.
And you have tattoo. And I explain my position on it as well. But I'm a little bit different because I can at least explain my position. But maybe, if I'm honest, it stemmed from somewhere. And I think that we're just sure in what we... You can't budge us based on what's our surroundings or what's in right now or what people are saying about us on social media. Very sure of ourselves. It's when you use the term alpha male in this day and age, it's turned into a negative thing. It makes you sound toxic and disgusting and masculine and whatever. But there's some positives to knowing who you are and being very comfortable with the fact, yes, I am overweight. Yes, I am balding. Yes, I am, my feet are ugly. Yes, there's a strength to that. You know what I mean? Whereas
I think that's one of the things I was going to say is I think when it comes to, because alpha male, when you hear that, it comes with a derogatory connotation. I think but I think Arab men, it's like an understated, because I think that's an actual alpha male.
Personally, I think the last alpha male's left.
Well, I think that's an actual alpha male.
Globally.
I think the people, when you think of alpha male, you think of men who are like, oh well,
get the beer can.
But to me, that's not. But to me, that's not an alpha male. An alpha
overcompensated.
male is someone that doesn't always need to say anything. It's
Correct.
a quiet confidence, which
Sure.
I think is sexy. Do you know what I mean?
Which is, hey, she doesn't like her steak. Can you go get?
Yeah, and it's not in like an alpha male. It's not in like a, well, she doesn't like this. Is not what she asked for. It's a, hey, is this what you want? It's not what
Sure.
you wanted.
Right.
And I'm like, ooh.
And we're trying not to make this. I know what you're saying.
No,
though.
but you know what
Obviously,
I mean.
I'm going to sound like I'm being biased because I'm half Arab. Well, I consider myself Libyan. I consider myself Arab, really. I know I'm half British as well. But I just wanted your kind of input on it. And if there's any Arab men who are watching, particularly, who can, comment, or even anybody really. But I know that there's negatives as well. I know that I was going to say to you, I have to, because I like to be transparent. I like to be honest. I was saying the dominance is good, but there was something else I said. The controlling. The reason I'm not controlling is because of my British side.
Yeah.
So Arab men.
That's
can
another
be
thing I
controlling.
have to say. Like, I'm with someone. Yes, you are Arab. I think at the end of the day, if someone asks me, like, well, he sounds British, I'd be like, no, he's an Arab. But you do still have that mix a bit.
Right.
Because
I'd like to think I took the positives out of both and made a person. I'd like to think, I'm sure there's some negatives here or there.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the controlling side, I left that from my culture. I don't, because we can be controlling. Who's this friend? Who's this guy? You work with him. You're too friendly with this guy. Like all this kind of controlling, insecure
which I've never
stuff,
felt.
which I don't do. So, but
there's positives and negatives,
right?
But I always tell all my female friends, there's gonna be a time where you're gonna want a man that's actually gonna, because every woman's like, I can take care of myself.
Right.
There's gonna be a time that comes when you're gonna be like, why didn't he stand up? Like,
just
why
someone to lean on,
Yeah.
and is going to be there. We do that, whatever the
obviously,
situation may be.
yeah.
I'm not again saying we're not, but as a whole,
and even for example, even with like my comment about like a Western man, for example, with the whole like food thing, it's not that they don't care or that I just think they're not quite as apt to stand up as
well, it's
often.
difficult for them. They've grown up in a world where, especially this generation,
like
where like speaking up is seen as like, hey, she can do it for herself, she doesn't need you, kind of thing.
Exactly.
So
And
it's also
it's
tough
not,
for those men.
Yeah, and it's not like a thing of that they don't care. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? It's not like, oh, that sucks for you. It's more
Right.
of just like oh, I'm sorry, but like, should I say anything? I think it stems from the whole like.
We also had because I grew up in Libya, and we had a very different upbringing in the sense that, like, I was telling a friend the other day, I was making a point, and I was saying something as small as I remember being 6 years old, okay, and my grandmother, God rest her soul, she reaches into her bra, she pulls out some cash, she goes, all right, you're 6, right? She puts the cash in my hand, she goes, you're going to go to your Uncle Hussein's store, I need bread, I need milk, I need cheese, and I need whatever, flour. Off you go. And I'm looking around. Oh, you need bread and cheese. Say it back to me. She's not going, all right, little Fen. So you're going to go. She's like, say it back to me. I went, egg, cheese, milk, butter, flour. Okay, cool. And off I went. Crossing the road, all this stuff. I go into the store. I mean, they're only like, look, it's a community in Libya, so everyone knows everyone. So they know who I am. But still, I'm in the store. I go, hi, I'm here for bread. And do you think the store owner goes, what's that, little man? You get, okay, get yourself a little bag, as they would hear. Mr. Hussein, he was a local shopkeeper, I'm Hussein. He get, what do you want? I said to him, bread, milk. The bread's over there, the milk's over there, the cheese over there, the flour's over there, off you go. He said to me, off you go. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting this stuff. My little hands, I'm trying to carry it all or whatever. I hand him the money. He throws the change back at me. And then I got to walk back. I got to cross the road. I bring in the groceries. Do you think my grandmother says thank you? She says nothing. She goes, right, okay, cool. it almost
It
feels,
just builds a different kind of man, I
looking
think.
back, it feels like training.
Yeah.
Almost. You know what I mean? So the thing is, by the time I was 12 years old, I was already driving. By the time I was 12, 13, I was already driving, picking up my sister and stuff like that. The point I'm trying to make is that by the time I'm 18 years of age, I've got 10 years experience on a British kid who's just turned 18. I've been crossing roads since I was 6. Him just going into town with his friends on the bus or whatever at 13, 14 is like a big deal. All right, I'm going to let you go with your friend. Like, we don't really have that. Does that make sense? So I feel like culturally there's a training there that turns you into a, you know what I mean? Like, nobody was patting me on the head at 6 years old because I brought the milk. That's what you do. Mm-hmm. That's what you do. Whether it's positive or negative, that's what you do.
Yeah.
So by the time you're 18, you're already a grown man. So by the time you're 25, you're ready for whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, whatever the problem may be. Oh, there's this. Oh, we had a flood in the house. Oh, we had the you know. And it sounds like I'm attacking, but I can say it because I'm half British and I'm half Libyan.
But that's also not the conversation.
That's not the conversation.
I don't want this to be misconstrued as we're shitting on Western or men or whatever. It's not that at all.
Right.
But the conversation was what were the positive and negatives of
Sure. And
Arab
I'm trying to
men.
explain to you why that positive exists.
Yeah.
Is because of the kind of training that we have from a young age, something that small, is it builds you a certain way. There's also negatives. We grow up to be quite aggressive and we grow up to be quite dominant and controlling a lot. So there's that in it, but we're specifically talking about the positives right now. And yes, stuck in our ways is for sure. Yeah. I mean, that's also a me thing. There's no
you know what? I don't
me.
even want to I won't even take out like the men part of it and just say like Arab, for example, because just like I said, for example, when I said about food. The same exact thing happened to me when I was at dinner with your family, at one of the first dinners with your family, and your sister did the same thing. My food came, and it was before I even looked at it. I didn't even say there's anything wrong. She said, "Is that how you like it, Akasha? Is that how you like it? Because we can change it if you want to." But that's a nice feeling. That's like someone, even if it's something small and like a steak. Right. That doesn't happen at a table over here. Do you know what I mean? It's just not the same.
I know what you're saying. It's difficult because you're then saying, because somebody might go, oh, right, so now we're all dickheads because we don't go, oh, excuse me, I don't like this steak.
Yeah, if you want to take it that way, fine,
that's
whatever. But that's not what I'm saying.
We're just very black and white. Yes, there's negatives to it, but the positives is that everything
and
is
I think there's also just the not a fear of speaking up as well, which I think is common.
Right, and there's this you can speak up for. There's this idea that Arab women can't speak up, which is untrue, man. Yeah. If some of it, they're the most vocal, real. The most. I don't like these fucking shoes. Get them out of here. I bought them for you. I think you like them. I don't like them. They're fucking red. I've never liked red. Since when have you ever seen me wear something red?
Now you're talking shit about.
I know, but like Western women would be like, "Baby, that's so sweet. Thank you." Even if they hate the shoes, Arab women.
That is something too. Okay, we're not gonna go on too far because I don't want to go too far. But there was another thing like that where I just randomly mentioned one time when he came to visit before he moved here, and I said something about in passing. I was like, oh yeah, like I just don't like that I just have blinds. Like I wish I had curtains because it just And the next day I went to work. I came home and he had gone out and he's putting curtains up, and I'm like, thank you so much. And he's like, what? You said you wanted curtains. You said you don't like this. It's very black and white.
Yeah, my grandmother, my aunties, I would have done the same, and they wouldn't have said thank you. They went, "Oh, you've done that, have you? Yeah, okay, great."
Good, because I needed it.
And you were just like,
thank you so much.
Sweet. So it's weird, isn't it? I mean, but we are in the position to talk about it. I'm sure some people will get triggered by it, but it is the truth.
But there's nothing to be triggered by.
I'm just saying because it sounds like I'm, being biased. That's not the point we're trying to make. I'm just sticking up for my my Arab brothers. We have some good qualities, and people need to know it because obviously the mainstream media just makes us look mental.
Yeah, true.
Allahu Akbar, as Russel Peters always says, always making us look mental when we're pretty decent blokes. I think we're actually decent men in general. Anyway, any last thoughts?
No.
All right, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Check us out at Instagram at Culture Clash Reactions.
Until next time, always a pleasure, never a chore. We will see you on the next one. Bye.